to at least listen, but this brother's not willing to listen.
Cornel, can you sit down? I would like you to remain part of the debate.
This is ridiculous.
Cornel West.
All right, Cornel West got involved with some internet shit.
He's one of our black scholars. He's one of our black top scholars. Yes.
He like very black. He's very black. He got
super,
very black.
He light skinned, but he's super black.
As they tend to be.
Son, I knew you was gonna go there, man. Yeah, leave him alone.
He do that. He's also my fellow wide tooth brother. He's also
freckle face.
I don't know
Pro,
but yeah. Frederick Douglass. He got the Frederick Douglass.
Man, leave him alone, man.
Shout out to him. Anyway, he was on Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
Yes. And they said he got mad. He rolled out. He got on some hood shit.
Why?
He said he was about to slap the shit out of Piers. He's like, yo, Piers, you say one more thing, I'm gonna pop you across my fucking mouth. Nigga.
The black really gonna come out.
And nigga said, don't let this motherfucking Harvard shit fool you, nigga.
Don't let this fro.
Right, I'm from Detroit or wherever the fuck this nigga from. Anyway, the title of this video is
Cornel West walks off the podcast after Charlie Kirk friend confronts him.
Cornel West was on the Piers Morgan show earlier today, and the conversation ended exactly how you would expect Cornel West on a present-day Piers Morgan panel to end. He got frustrated and crashed out and stormed off the show. There was a point in time where Piers Morgan was known for intellectual conversation and conversation that matters. And back in the day, Cornel West would be a fit. He's a scholar. You put Cornel West on the present-day Piers Morgan platform, and he's out, like, he's don't fit in. The platform is for internet.
Cornel West is 72 years old.
And from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right, not Detroit, Michigan.
My
bad.
You shouted out.
The platform is for race baiters. I personally think it's beneath Cornel West to go on a platform that legitimized Lily Gladys. Okay? But the conversation was about Charlie Kirk. And from the panel, we already know the buffoonery that was going to follow. This entire conversation was bad faith. Essentially, the conversation was both sides passing blame on who's to blame for Charlie Kirk's death. Even though we have a killer, we have an assassin, we know the only person on earth who's responsible for Charlie Kirk's death is the
God, no, man, don't say that. We don't know that. Allegedly.
It's only
I told you don't say that, son. Son, stop, man. Come on, I want to hear the Cornel West thing, man. Leave him alone.
You like Brian Urlacher?
Person who killed Charlie Kirk. But they're trying to politicize this man's death for whatever motive or propaganda or agenda both sides, both liberals and conservatives have. So it started off with Andrew Wilson blaming Young Turks and other liberal platforms for being a reason why Charlie Kirk is dead, claiming that because they called him a fascist, that right there convinced or brainwashed or indoctrinated his killer into wanting to kill him.
The Young Turks called Charlie Kirk a fascist how many times? The Young Turks played into this rhetoric how much? They went out of their way to do so. Reuben recently called him out for doing it. So I just
called him a fascist.
Hang on.
I've literally never. I don't even call Trump a fascist.
I didn't interrupt you once, lady.
But you can't.
She definitely. You ever watched the Young Turks?
I have.
Yeah, they are very. They're liberal not only in
Super
state
liberal.
of mind, but with their words. They will stretch, and they're trying to use as strong a language as possible, and
to push that agenda.
Yeah, to push whatever agenda that they find important at the end of the day.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying? But
right.
they'll use the most strong language possible, and I would say that the Republicans do it as well.
Stop about what I've said about
You
Charlie
can talk
Kirk.
when I'm done talking, like I was respectful enough to let you do. So the thing is like, yes, they do. This network does do that, and these leftists do that. And they set all the rhetoric up in the world to make sure something like this happened, and they were dancing on the grave of this guy before he was even cold. I have tweets from Destiny which are insane. The leftists have gone off the reservation. And it's time for us to stop pretending that it's not their rhetoric which is leading to these types of assassinations, because it is. I don't want to hear about factions. All of you guys are doing this. All of you guys have the same type of rhetoric which leads to this, or the networks you work for do.
There used to be a point in time, and we're probably so far gone, y'all don't even remember, that we actually engaged in good faith conversations. Nowadays, it's nothing but bad faith actors, bro, who are going on these shows and just saying things in bad faith, looking for a moment.
Well, that's most people when they talk. They already have their mind made up. They're not trying to come to any sort of conclusion. So any question posed, any question answered, any dialogue is already, it's like a chess game.
Right. In most cases.
I'm going to prove you wrong. Right. And who can trap who into running out of words to say, as opposed to, okay, let's try to get an understanding about one another. I don't think a lot of that is going on at all. Almost never. And Flacco's saying there used to be a time that people entered these conversations in good faith.
Yeah. And mutual accord. A mutual accord.
Not only mutual accord, I would also argue a shared common reality. Because these days when we have a certain conversation, like we can't even agree on certain basic things, like what's a woman, what's a man.
Right.
Are black people killing one another?
Is the earth flat?
Oh, is the earth? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't even regular reality. We can't even start. So how can you have an argument in good faith at all if we can't even agree that the sky's blue?
Galvanize whatever support they can galvanize surrounding their personal channel. This doesn't make sense whatsoever, and it's just stupid. Since when do we start to blame people for giving opinions? Since when? So now it's TYT fault because TYT had opinions about Charlie Kirk that wasn't favorable. So now it's their fault that this maniac left his house to go kill Charlie Kirk? If this is the case, then shut down podcasting. Shut down YouTube channels. Shut down news stations. Shut down everything now, bro. If we're going to start blaming people for giving opinions and then we say, hey, because you gave a bad opinion, you are the reason why somebody died, then shut it all down, man. Then we're not allowed to criticize anybody because apparently that can lead to somebody dying.
For us to believe leftists at this point, it's very clear that while they come out with a handshake and wanting to have these conversations, they claim, right? In reality, what they're doing is they have murderous intent, and they'll celebrate you the day that you die. The next day, they'll go after your wife. Thousands of social media accounts going after her wife, or this guy's wife, after she made a speech about her poor husband. Yes, it is your side that's doing that. Like it or not, it's your side that's doing that. There's no equivalency between the right and the left on this.
So then Piers,
not currently, but I remember when Obama was president.
Yeah.
If Obama would have got shot, it would have been parades.
That's it'd been like 4th of July. It'd have been like OJ getting locked up.
Dude, they started a whole new political party, Tea Party, remember? So don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to take the moral high road now, and I'm on neither side. You know, I don't trust none of you motherfuckers.
Right, they all politicians.
Right. But I just know that it goes both ways. It's just the right is feeling it right now, and they can't exactly blame anybody. They would love to blame some black people, but it's
it wasn't black. It wasn't a black dude that did it.
No, it was man. It's all about
stop saying that, son. You won't get us in trouble, man.
I think even asking somebody as intellectual as Cornell this question is beneath them and it's insulting. Because what do you mean? Like, am I responsible for Charlie Kirk's death because I said some things about Charlie Kirk when he was alive?
Ever since Donald Trump came into power in 2016, has been this relentless use of the phrases Hitler, Nazis, fascists about Trump and about Trump supporters. And the problem...
Once again, when Obama was president, it was monkey.
Baboon ass.
Jigaboo.
Chill, man. Stop, man.
It was. Chill. And I'm not an Obama fan either, but I'm just saying, I remember when Obama was president, it was monkey cartoons, it was
there's a lot of rhetoric.
It was a whole bunch of stuff.
Saying this as a group, as the woke left have done for 9 years now, is that eventually it permeates down to young impressionable minds who genuinely believe that it is their mission to stop America from being taken over by the new Nazis or the new fascists or the new Hitler. And that leads to the kind of thing we saw with Charlie Kirk. Do you agree that this language, this relentless, in my view, woeful misuse, particularly of the word Nazi, towards...
I was going to say nigga again.
He didn't think he had his mouth set
in that nigga position. I know that position. Pause, son.
Chill, son.
Trump and his supporters. This is part of the problem.
Well, I think part of the deeper problem, though, Brother Pierce, is that the organized greed and weaponized hatred and routinized indifference toward the vulnerable has come together in such a way that it has eroded the sources of character formation, so that integrity, honesty, decency, and self-critical sensibilities of individuals and groups is more and more disappearing.
This nigga's too smart for me.
He too smart for them.
Every word he said had 7 syllables.
Yo, leave Cornell alone, man. Brother scholar, man.
I need a calculator to listen to this nigga.
I don't.
This nigga said decentralized.
Stop, man.
Well, I think part of the deeper problem, though, Brother Pierce, is that the organized greed and weaponized hatred and routinized indifference toward the vulnerable has come together in such a way that it has eroded the sources of character formation, so that integrity, honesty, decency, and self-critical sensibilities of individuals and groups is more and more disappearing. So you end up with because hatred itself is promiscuous, just like greed, just like indifference toward the suffering of others. It's promiscuous. It will lie with the left, right, center. It lies with Christians. It lies with Muslims. It lies with Jews. It lies with Buddhists. It lies with Hindus. And human beings were so wretched in the first place. If we don't undergo some kind of spiritual and moral cultivation, we end up falling back on greed and hatred and indifference.
I agree. God.
I'm with him. Yeah. You can't single one group out or one person.
Yeah, but to be fair, our community has been left with a certain lack of moral fiber.
Absolutely.
We're missing a lot of that.
Yes, sir.
A lot of that.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, the American empire at this moment is one in which the lethal combination of the hatred and the greed and the indifference generates very much the exchange that we just saw. You see, this brother right here says, well, all leftists want to see me dead. Well, I'm a leftist. I don't want to see you dead. I'm a Christian.
You called Trump's administration a neo-fascist movement, you lunatic.
I'm probably the most moderate person I know.
You call that nigga a lunatic?
Yeah, leave him alone. So that's his opinion.
That's very disrespectful.
It is disrespectful, but hey, man.
Smoke a cigarette and talk to Dr. Cornel West like that?
He don't care. He probably got a shot of whiskey in there too. Like, look, man, I don't care nothing about that, man.
That's y'all leader, nigga.
Right. Chill, man.
Black people like big, colorful words. He can sling them. That's fucked up. Don't talk to Dr. West like that.
Now you want to fight.
Right now, I want to fight.
So to pull Andrew Wilson to where I'm at would be too big of a task. So let me just meet Andrew Wilson to where he's at. Andrew, if you're saying that Cornell or other liberals, they're responsible for Charlie Kirk passing away because they call the Trump administration and people around Trump Nazis. If that's your take, I'm going to meet you where you're at because I have no reason to believe that you're not telling the truth. Then otherwise, would Donald Trump be responsible for Nancy Pelosi's husband being attacked? Or those two Democrats getting killed because he refers to Joe Biden and other Democrats as Marxist and communist? Of course he wouldn't be. Of course Donald Trump is not to blame for Nancy Pelosi's husband being attacked. Of course, no. That's not how this works.
Or Donald Trump standing on the Capitol on the 6th saying, we're going to go down there and fight like hell. And they're good people. And stand down, Proud Boys. And
yeah, that was inciting a riot. And I didn't,
basically,
I'm one of them people.
But he didn't. No, he can't.
One issue at a time. On immigration, I agree with Trump. That January 6th shit, he called for a riot. I don't go put that with nobody.
Hey, you call what you want. We saw it. We bear witness to it.
Did those people feel justified? They probably did. They probably felt like, listening
they rock up for their guy.
Yeah, listening to his rhetoric, he had been robbed. I'm not with that at all.
No,
I believe in the democratic process. I believe in America. I think that was real messed up. But there are some things Trump does that I respect. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Now the shit that's really overshadowing all that to me personally is the Epstein thing.
No doubt. That's what this whole thing is about.
That's not keep off the
prize
on the ball.
Yep. Keep your eye on the prize.
With that shit.
That's not how opinions work. We are allowed to give our opinion about anybody we want to give it, including Donald Trump. And if anybody says Donald Trump is responsible for harm being committed on Nancy Pelosi's husband, I'll say you are an idiot. Just like I would say Andrew Wilson, you are an idiot for placing blame on anybody else other than the shooter and the actual killer. You can't have it both ways, man. You can't say Donald Trump isn't responsible for violence against Democrats, but then say that people who have opinions on Republicans are responsible for violence against Republicans. It doesn't make sense.
Right, because the exact same thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's backwards and it's hypocritical. You have to be logically consistent here.
Do you remember that when Nancy Pelosi's husband got
Absolutely
hit with the hammer?
Yeah, I remember the dude broke in there or something, right?
Right, just start hammering niggas.
Son, that's not funny, so don't laugh at that.
Now, Cornel West tries to engage, but Andrew Wilson just tried to overtalk him, and it went all bad.
People have gone out
You're
of your way.
absolutely right.
You people.
You know that's the trigger word for black people.
Yeah, it is. Like tropical thunder.
No, let me make the case.
Everything
Let me make the case. Let me make the case.
Oh, yeah,
Will
you
you
just
allow
made
me to
your
speak,
case.
brother? Come
You just
on, man.
made your
Come on.
case.
No, you haven't made the case. If you think I've made the case, then you're not interested in dialogue.
You just said this brother over here said this.
You very, very
You called
different
him
than brother Charlie, man.
neo-fascist. That's
You
what you
very
called him,
different than Charlie, though, man. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I can
it's
make the
rhetoric
case
due
for
to
that,
people
too.
like you that got that man killed, sir.
No. There
Yes,
are such a thing as neo-fascists. But Piers, why you have a brother on who's not going to allow nobody to speak, man? We just wasting time.
Speak, man. I don't even like that shit, man.
Yeah, he came out, he was all dignified and shit.
Then the nigga came out. My bad.
Why are you doing this to Cornel West, man? We can't have nothing, man.
It's Dr. Cornell.
Not no more.
Right. Then Cornell slid out like, listen, brother, listen, man. If you close by, man, I'll punch you in your mouth.
God damn.
Keep running off with you.
God damn. First Lord Jamar, now there's fucking Dr. Umar. We can't have shit. Disrespecting Cornel West. This is bullshit.
Son, chill, son.
If all you're interested in is making your money, and you bring this brother on it, and nobody can say a word, and we can't even mourn.
This nigga stuttering and shit. Damn, man.
Brother Charlie passing, I had dialogues with Brother Charlie. This brother's going to say, oh, this kumbaya and so forth. No, Charlie was made in the image of a loving and mighty God. I believe that. I say my prayers for Sister Erica and the kids because this brother wants to trash my Christian sensibility. And look at him laughing now. It's a joke, man. Piers, it's not worth it.
This is one of those times where you are just picking a fight to pick a fight. Cornell is actually on the moderate side of things when it comes to this Charlie Kirk situation. He says, I was praying for Charlie Kirk. I'm praying for his family. I'm praying for his wife. He's not.
I believe him, son. I think he's speaking all truths. I don't think he's up. I think he's being sincere. I don't think he's just up there, just showing face. He probably did, He feel for the dude. Nobody wants to see anybody lose their life over words, and that's basically what happened. We don't care if it's the left or the right.
This dude did the Donald Trump debate style, the Cornel West.
Man.
Nigga walked off.
I'm out of here.
Cornel West.
The hell with this.
Could you imagine if you just stand on the sidewalk, you just saw Cornel West bust out some random office building mad, smoking Newport?
Right. I talking about I gotta pee. I gotta go pee, man.
Like, you all right, Cornel?
It's Dr. Cornell, man.
Oh, my bad.
One of those freaks who was celebrating his death. So for you to even try to push the issue with him it's mute. You gotta save this much pushback for somebody like Destiny, who eventually joins the call, by the way. But I just don't understand where Andrew Wilson was taking it. It kind of feels like Andrew Wilson was arguing just to argue, which is why, to be honest, I kind of stopped watching and Andrew Wilson debates. I don't really tapping or tuning anymore. I have no personal problem against Andrew Wilson, but there's just so many times that I could turn on a debate and instead of seeing Andrew Wilson engage with the idea, he tries to take slick way out to win. Like, for example, you can say, yo, the sky is blue. Andrew Wilson will say, well, can you define the? And you'll say, huh?
Yeah.
What? Well, listen, man, if you can't define the, then how do we know?
Have you ever seen Andrew Wilson before?
No.
A couple of times.
I've seen him on whatever.
He come on Fresh and Fit, and he come on a couple of joints where it'd be a panel with a bunch of women.
Yeah, I might be in passing.
And he dissects he dissects.
No, you enjoy that type of shit.
Yeah, that's red pill. He be on his red pill.
So
but
the red pill is dying, right?
I don't care.
It's over.
Who said that?
I'm just saying, people.
I know I say that. Whatever, man.
The sky mean or what? It's like, bro. Like, yo, I'm not trying to sit through no debate where, bro, you trying to iron out how to define the and semantics for 5 hours, bro. That's what he does, which is why I just stopped watching completely. But in this situation, man, yo, he just tried completely and like overtalked, was acting smug, and Cornell just left, completely abandoned.
Sad to see him lose his cool.
Is Charlie Kirk part of the neo-fascist movement? Is he part of your neo-fascist movement?
Not with this brother.
Yeah.
When Charlie himself says that he is against Civil Rights Act, does that make him a proponent of Jim Crow? When he calls Martin Luther King Jr. an awful human being and a scumbag? I'm critical of that. I am critical of that. You're absolutely right, Brother Wilson. You're absolutely right. But if all you're going to do is be arrogant.
So he came back. That's some old black man shit, though.
I'll take it back. He went
right. Nah, that's something that happened at a cookout. He did that out. We out everybody shooting dice or playing cards. He flip off like, yo, man, I ain't got hit roll and come right back. Like, nigga, I thought you was gone to the car.
He wanted to communicate, though. He really wants to communicate.
He really want to get his point.
You're arrogant just like the so-called leftists you're talking about. But Piers, you making your money, brother. Go on and make your money, man.
It's all about making.
Not worth it.
Cornel,
this brother
it's all
right
about
here
making
is
money.
part of the problem. This other brother who has a deep connection to Charlie, to at least listen. But this brother's not willing to
Cornel,
listen.
can you sit down? I would like you to remain part of the debate.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. He's smoking his cigarettes with his arrogant self. Come on, man. We don't have enough dialogue at all.
Surely you're not going to walk out in a debate about dialogue.
Go on and make your money, man.
Right.
He can't find a goddamn hook to them.
Right. Somebody come get this shit off me.
I mean, walk off in protest, yes, but I just feel like he felt a little out of character for our brother Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West.
Is that your take on it? My take on it is, look, man, I see that this dude is, I ain't gonna say he beneath him, but I'm not gonna debate with this dude. I'm not gonna sit on this panel. I'm out of here. Either he could have been quiet, don't say nothing, or do what he just did. Man, you know what, man? There's so many words. I'm out of here. Just bail.
Yeah, true. But I'm used to seeing Dr. West being able to communicate with almost anybody, or at least get to a handshake end of even with disagreement.
To a debate.
I've watched them too many times with
and great debates.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But still, he's one. Okay, we talked about good faith arguments. Mm-hmm. He's one of the few people that you'll see walk into an argument. Truly, how can we understand one another? And I appreciate that. And I guess he just gave up on that with this dude because he was so,
rude.
Y'all saw he was rude. There we go.